Good day to you. My name is Maria Kądzielska and this is Poland Daily Culture. We're talking right now about differences between Poland and Japan because with us in the studio is Hayato Kitabatake.
Hello.
Thank you very much for coming. And you are half Polish, half Japanese, which is a unique mix, I would say. And you decided to live in Poland. And moreover, you're very much interested in Polish history. You work in a museum. Tell us what you specialize in and how this work in museum looks like.
I started interested in history when I was a little child. Yes, I liked lots of the military stuff and yes. So this is my start. But
so it was your passion, basically.
It was my passion. Yes.
But you also digged in not only to Japanese culture but also to Polish culture.
I'm interested also about Japanese history. Yes, it's not just about Poland. Yes, this history is my passion about the world. When I was a child, I joined to Boy Scouts, and first time I started to know about Polish history, especially about World War II.
So Scouts, especially in Poland, they're very patriotic, and they usually focused on how was happening during the World War II. And especially all the atrocities connected to the Warsaw Uprising. But what do you tell the viewers and the visitors in the museum?
After high school, I joined a course of a tour guide. So I started study how to guide people and also about the history of Warsaw. Yes, and I start work with the Japanese or Polish tour company when started the pandemic. Yes, I started to work in Łazienki Museum. Yes, so
which is a beautiful, of course, garden and a palace.
It's a very beautiful place. Yes.
And a lot of visitors are coming there, and I would say a lot of Japanese people as well.
So before the pandemic, there was so many Japanese tourists in Poland. Yes, and after now we don't have a Japanese tourists. Sometimes they can visit Poland, but it's more difficult to come to Europe.
Yeah, with all the restrictions and the fear also of new waves of COVID, of course, is a challenge. So you switched to another museum, and what are you doing there?
Also, I'm a tour guide over there. Now I am tour guide of Kurset Army Museum. Few years ago, there was still a prison, active prison. So now it's just a museum, yes, but people can rest. So so you can visit this museum with just with the tour guide.
Oh, I see. So you cannot enter the museum of, was it Cursed Soldiers? Yeah, Cursed Army.
Yeah, Cursed Army.
Cursed Army, exactly. So those were people after the World War II, which wanted to fight against the communist state and against the communism, and they were treated as rebels, and lots of them were imprisoned. And you say that the museum is in prison, and you can visit it only with a guide, yes? So people cannot just walk in themselves.
Yes.
So you make such kind of special tours.
It's not a special. I mean, not tour guide for a special guest. Yes, for every guest. But in museum, you need to call first and make an appointment, and then we can show a museum
to the visitors.
Right.
So if you're planning to visit Warsaw and you want to see and visit the Museum of Cursed Army, then this is a guide for you, and you can book an appointment and just see the prison and everything what is hidden back in history with a guide such as Hayato. And stay with us for another episode because we'll talk more about life between in one leg in Japan and the other leg in Poland, which we have an example here with us in the studio. Thank you for watching our show.